Are you a 55 plus person who is staring down this next stage of life and wondering what your purpose is, and you're not feeling so happy, maybe overwhelmed? Then you're in the right place. Today, I really want to share with you guys 3 things that are really helping me reconnect and kind of rediscover myself. And I truly hope that there's something in here that will help you too. My name is Laura, and this channel is Laura Yee Art. And here I talk about all things age 55 and beyond, art, creativity, the courage to try new things, and just living well beyond 55. So let's dive in. The first thing I want to share with you is for you to take a look at what your mindset is right now. So what I mean by that is, are you looking at life right now as the glass is half full, or are you looking at it as the glass is half empty? Your thoughts and your mindset really matter. Our thoughts really do drive our emotions, and then our emotions drive our behavior, and our behaviors make our reality. So it really is all connected. If I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, Laura, you're such a loser, you can't do this YouTube thing, what do you think you're doing? You're going to be a big fail at this. Then I'm going to feel really down on myself. I'm not going to feel like making videos and pushing myself out there and taking that risk. If I am struggling with my weight and the thoughts in my mind are, you can't do this, look at you, you've messed it up again, you're always going to be, fat and feeling awful. If I think like that, then of course I'm going to almost be like a self-fulfilling prophecy, So what I've done is I've consciously made this effort to be aware of, whether I'm feeling the glass is half empty or the glass is half full. And I've taken that and kind of reframed a statement for myself. So I'll give you an example. So instead of feeling like, wow, the glass is half empty, I'm 58 years old, I feel awful, I don't know what my purpose is, I'm wrinkled, my hair's going gray, I'm overwhelmed, feel crappy. Instead of feeling like that, what I've done is reframed my statement to say, oh my gosh, I am so grateful that this body has carried me this far. How lucky am I that I get to be 58 years old? And I'm so excited for what my future is going to bring. Totally different mindset. So I encourage you, take a look at what your mindset is and see if you can kind of write out a glass is half full statement for yourself. Say it out loud, carry it around with you in your pocket, whatever you need to do. It will make a difference in how you feel. Number 2, negative thoughts throughout the day. So I call them little gremlins, they creep in over the day, and they really do affect how we feel about ourselves. So I encourage you to do a little experiment. Go throughout your day and just become aware of those negative thoughts that creep in. And if you can, what I highly suggest is take a minute and scratch them down, write them down, or type them into your phone. Keep a running list. Then when you get to the end of the day, take a look back at that list. You'll probably be shocked at how many negative thoughts you have. And then what I want you to do is take each one of those negative thoughts and rewrite it into a positive. Literally rewrite the statement for yourself. So instead of me thinking, Laura, you're going to fail at this YouTube thing, you're gonna lose at it. Instead of saying that, I'm reframing, rewriting that negative thought to say, wow, you're doing so great at this YouTube thing. You're going to help so many people. Okay, so I want you to rewrite each one of those statements for yourself. I went skiing a few weeks ago with my husband, and I grew up skiing, so I feel really confident with it, but I hadn't done it for a couple of years, and it's very expensive where we live. So we were on the ski hill. We did well. I was okay. And as the day went on, we did progressively more difficult runs. And at one point, I was standing at the top of this ski hill looking down, and I mean straight down. And my husband was way down there waiting for me, looking up, and my tips of my skis were there. And I thought, okay. And I literally said it out loud to myself, Laura, you've got this, you can do this. And I tipped my skis down, and I literally said to myself out loud all the way down the ski hill, turn, 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 until I got myself down there safely. I was so proud of myself for doing that. If I had stood at the top of that ski hill and thought to myself, oh my gosh, this is crazy, you're going to fall, you're going to hurt yourself, you're going to end up breaking your leg, I probably would have hurt myself. So those thoughts, I really felt it made a difference for me. The third thing that I'd like to share with you is this idea of reconnecting with yourself. For years now, you've been, taking care of the needs of others, and now it's time to kind of turn that focus inward and think about what would make you happy. So now is the time to maybe explore different hobbies, things that you maybe didn't have time for in the past, whether it's gardening, woodworking, writing, taking a course, learning something new, painting like what I'm doing. Now, the challenging thing with this is that, us Gen Xers and above, I'm sure, we spend all of our adult lives looking after our families, and these types of things would have been the very last things on our list. These are the first things we would have said, are you crazy? I don't have time for that. I'm busy running around, shepherding the children to this activity and that activity. I work full time. I'm running my household. I don't have time for that. These things can actually feel almost frivolous. So even when I want to paint now, I find myself, running around the house feeling like I have to do the chores and the laundry and get this errand done and get this errand done before I'll allow myself time to paint. And my husband will encourage me, just leave it, go paint for a couple of hours. But I find myself still feeling inside like, oh, Laura, you're wasting time, or you're being selfish with your time. You should be taking care of all of these other things. But I really want to encourage you to give yourself this gift of time to try some new things. Maybe pick even one thing this week that you check out, and give yourself the gift of looking into it and seeing if it's something that you might be interested in. And if it's not, then you leave it and move on. But you've earned this time to focus on yourself. So I really hope that this resonates for you, that there is something in what I've said today that could help you. And my challenge to you this week are 3 things. Number 1, rewrite your glasses half full statement and write it down and say it out loud to yourself. Number 2, become aware of those negative thoughts that are creeping into your mind as we go throughout the day. And I want you to actually write them down and make a list. And then at the end of the day, take a look at it and rewrite each one of those negatives into a positive. And lastly, I want you to give yourself the gift of looking into other things. Those statements that we used to make, oh, I wish I could, blah, 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 start a business, write a book, paint, do some kind of craft or some kind of hobby. I really want you to give yourself a gift to even think about some of those things and make a list for yourself, and even go so far as to check something out this very week. So lastly, my advice to you is to make that decision to treat yourself like your very best friend. You are your best friend. and now is your time to take care of yourself. I plan on posting a video each Tuesday morning. Thank you for sticking around until the end. And if you like what you see, I hope that you'll subscribe and hit the notification bell so that it will tell you when I've put out a new video. And I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for dropping in here with me. Take care. Bye-bye.